The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Blue Hens will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quick completion to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Curtis. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. A run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Banks. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Blue Hens offense will try to get something going with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Turning it on. Good, solid tackle. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Blue Hens decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's King. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's King. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Caught behind the line. It's carry on. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Blue Hens! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it. Can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Bell. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bell. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
He'll try the left side. Fighting off the defender. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And tackled there by the defense. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Right back to the well. This time there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Kelly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Curtis. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give on the inside. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Blue Hens, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got the first down and more. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He misses his man, the accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing. Making the catch. Motion from the wide receiver. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got the quick pass.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Complete to the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Punt is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Buys a little time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll give it to him again. breaks into the open. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. It's a draw. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Anderson with the carry. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Here's the pressure. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia Southern is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Eagles all day with almost no let-up. They're up 14 over Coastal Carolina. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their...
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Give to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Blue Hens in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it on the outside. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. He's got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. He'll keep it himself. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. They go to the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The lone back's got it. Picks up the 1st down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the ground, he's got it again. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Blue Hens are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Blue Hens headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose?
There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State. try to push this winning streak to 3.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led. Gonna take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Throws to the wideout.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He's got it near midfield. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Now this offense is back on the field. They go to the draw. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Power football with the run. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Sweet cut there. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. One more play to pad the stats. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And the ball is batted down, incomplete, but a flag flies, and it looks as if the defender got there a little early with the contact. And so they'll have one more chance. One possession behind. The pass interference penalty will give them an untimed down and a chance. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.